Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it all for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love. For the love, for the love, for the love.
Hi guys, my husband said I don't need to explain, but I'm going to explain. I'm starting this podcast. It's going to be about once a month kind of thing. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing. I can't do this. I think I'm just being really hard on him right now. I knew doing this podcast wasn't going to be easy, and it's not easy. It's really hard for me to communicate my feelings, communicate what I want to say, and put it out there for people. And my husband keeps saying, don't apologize, don't say sorry, don't say this. It's really hard to get in front of people and talk, or to say anything, to explain anything, to talk about your family, to talk about your job, to talk about your marriage, just to talk in general about stuff. I thought oh yeah, I could do this. It's totally going to be easy. No, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Doing these photo booths have been like a trickle effect. I started doing one, and then somebody else wanted one, and then another person wanted one, and then another person wanted one. And I was like, whoa, this is really picking up. And I was like, oh, I could totally do this. If you could just take a moment of your time and subscribe now, like, comment, share. If somebody asked me a few years ago, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? I wouldn't have said, owning a photo booth business. My thing would have been I'm going to be having a salon. I'm going to be a stylist. I'm going to be a makeup artist. That was my goal, my dream was to start a salon business, be a stylist, be a makeup artist. And I could tell you that did not happen. Starting my own salon business did not happen. Starting a photo booth business did happen. And that took a turn. I really wanted to, be a salon owner, be a makeup artist. I really wanted to do stuff like that. And now I own a photo booth business. And so if someone would have said, where do you see yourself? I would have been yeah, I would have been owning a salon. No, I own a photo booth business now. And I have a trailer out front that I've been saying I'm going to work on. I mean, it's completely gutted, but I want to turn that into a different business now. I don't know, maybe turn it into a mobile photo booth business, have that as a setup, or turn it into, I don't know, maybe a coffee trailer or something. That's something else I might want to do. And for right now, the photo booth business is my business. It's what I work on. It's something I do almost every day, from either messaging people back or scheduling, creating templates, posting on social media. That is my business. That is something that I'm doing. And it did take me a long time to come up with the name Barra Siampeh. I did want it to say forever photo booth, but that would already taken in English, so I had to use it in Spanish. And it is a little hard to say it, and I feel super when people start speaking to me in Spanish, I'm I don't speak Spanish, and then they look at me and yes, I know my photo booth's name is Barra Siampeh, and I don't speak any Spanish. When I was looking into names for the photo booth business, I was let's do. I was just trying to think of something. I was trying to think of a catchy name, but something that also wasn't for a while it was Raquel Diaz Photo Booth, just because I couldn't think of a business name. And there was a lot of names out there for the photo booth, someone's name. I'm just gonna throw out names. I'm not sure if people use them or not, but Luminaire Photo Booth or some what are some other ones a lot of people that have 360 photo booths. They're something 360 photo booth, something 360 booth. And I did want to do like a simple booth, but that was taken. That's a business name, or something else. And so I had to go on to Instagram and put in the search forever. The moment I started typing forever, a bunch of different ones popped up, and then I put like forever photo booth, and that was already taken. And then I was like, okay, I live in California. Let's think of a different one. I was like, okay, how about Golden State? And I type in Golden State, and I start typing photo booth, and that's already taken. And I was like, okay, what's our like California's like flower? And I was like, oh, poppy. We could call it a poppy booth. And I start typing poppy, and that's already taken. I'm like, wow, a lot of people have good ideas. So then I'm like, okay, let's think of something. And I was like, okay, let's do forever photo booth. So I start typing forever photo booth in, and that's already taken. And then I was like, darn it, okay, that's taken. So I was like, what else can I use? And then I was like, oh, let's try Lux, which is like I think a Latin word for light or something like that. And that was already taken. And so I was like, okay, I can't use any of that. Let's try it in Spanish and see what it says. And it was like Barra Siampeh. And I was like, oh, okay, I could do that. I can pronounce that. That's something I can use. That's something that sounds catchy, I guess. And my husband's like, let's just change it to Cow's photo booth. And a lot of people call me Cow, like in my family. A lot of close friends call me Cow. It's not something disrespectful at all towards me. It's just a nickname that was given to me. And I was like, no, I really don't like Cow's photo booth. Like it wasn't catchy for me. It wasn't something that I wanted. It just didn't fit me. Even though I know it's a nickname, it's just something I didn't want. So then I was like, okay. And then I told my husband, like, well, I think I want Barra Siampeh. And he was like, okay. And it was something that I kind of like waited on for like about a month or so. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna look it up. Nobody's taking it. I'm gonna wait a while just to confirm, because I was like, I need to order business cards. I want to brand it with that. Like, I want that to be my name. And I was like, and in a month when I look, this is what I told myself, in a month when I look, if the name is still there, then I'll use it. Because most of the time that I looked, a lot of the names that I wanted were already gone. So I was like, okay, if it's still there in a month, then I'll use that name. And then a month came around, and I kept telling my husband, like, what do you think? What do you think? He's like, well, it's your business. If that's what you want to do, if that's the name that you want, then, pick it. And when the month came, the name was still there. And I was like, okay, I'm going with Barra Siampeh. And so that was it. And then we literally kind of cleaned the whole of the Instagram. It was a mix of my stuff that I sew and the things I create and the photo booth. And I wanted to keep those two things separate. I just wanted the Instagram just to be about the photo booth. I only wanted photo booth stuff. And this was a big argument with us. He was like, no, well, it's both things that you kind of do. But I wanted to keep my creation stuff with creations and my photo booth with my photo booth. Like, I didn't want people to think like, well, what does this girl kind of do? Like, she kind of does a lot of stuff. And I kind of just wanted just to keep the photo booth stuff photo booth, and my sewing stuff just my sewing stuff, or my projects I do separate. I did not want to combine the two. So we went through the whole thing, and we deleted all the stuff that I uploaded of everything that I created. My sewing projects, the cups, the blankets that I sew, just everything that was on there that was all my creations were gone. Everything was deleted, and we started from, I won't say from scratch, because there was some photo booth pictures that we did keep on there, but we started from the bottom with that. And then I had to wait a few days. I think I had to wait like a week or two to get my Raquel Diaz designs back and put it on for my other page that I had for like my creation stuff. So I had to wait like a week or two for that, just to get that name back. And then now my new page that I have for that is Raquel Diaz Designs. I haven't really posted on there lately or created things. I mean, I have done stuff here and there. I just haven't posted on it. And I told my husband, right now I'm going to put that aside. Like, if someone asks me, then I'll create stuff for them. Or, you know, whatever it is, then I'll do it. But my main focus right now is on the photo booth, is running the photo booth business. It's not my sewing projects or the other projects that I do. It's just going to be focusing on the photo booth. And I'm okay with that. I do want to get back into sewing the things that I want to sew. And eventually I will, once I put it all together and find space and move things, get rid of things. But for now, it's just, my focus is just going to be on the photo booth. So if you guys have an event coming up, if you want to know about pricing, if you want to know any questions, it has to do with overlays or templates, or you want me just to create something for you for an overlay, for a photo booth or something, I could totally do that if you want to reach out. It is Barra Siampeh Photo Booth on Instagram. You can reach me there, or I won't even say Raquel Diaz Designs. Like and subscribe. If you could just take a moment of your time and subscribe now, like, comment, share. It doesn't matter, whatever you want. But you guys have a great weekend. Have a great day. Look out for our new events that we'll be posting or coming up. I'm going to try to do a little bit more blogging or vlogging, whatever you want to call it. So keep an eye out, guys, and remember to like, subscribe, message. Bye.
Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. For the love, for the love, for the love, for the love. For the love, for the love, for the love.